Hey guys, warm spices like cinnamon work brilliantly with citrusy flavors like lemon, so to start our lemony cinnamon rolls, we're starting with 1 cup of warm whole milk, about 105-110 degrees Fahrenheit, 2.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. Give it a little whisk, then set it to the side for 5 to 10 minutes. Next, we're sifting together our dry ingredients, a half teaspoon of cinnamon, and 3 to 3.5 cups of bread flour into the bowl of a stand mixer. Add our yeast mixture, a third cup of sugar, teaspoon of vanilla paste, 2 large eggs, 1 egg yolk you can separate with clean hands or with the shell itself by passing it back and forth, and the zest of 1 lemon. Whisk until combined. Add about half of our dry ingredients to start, 6 tablespoons of melted butter that is slightly cooled that I almost forgot, and a good pinch of kosher salt. Knead for 7 minutes, 10 minutes if you're kneading by hand, adding more of the dry ingredients as needed. By the end, the dough should be tacky but not sticky. Lightly dust your work surface with flour and form your dough into a taut ball. Grease a large bowl with oil before putting your dough in it. Cover it and let it rise in a warm place for 1 hour or until double in size. While we wait on our dough, we're going to make our filling. So into a large bowl, add 1 cup of light or dark brown sugar, a pinch of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of ground cardamom, which will emphasize a lemony citrusy taste, and 1 stick of softened unsalted butter. Mix together until everything is well incorporated, by hand or by stand mixer. Then go ahead and keep it at room temperature for now. Now I can start a lemon cream cheese frosting. That's going to start with 8 ounces of full fat cream cheese, a big pinch of kosher salt, the zest of 1 lemon, 2.5 cups of powdered sugar, the juice of 2 lemons, and a drizzle of vanilla paste. Mix together until everything is evenly combined. Your icing should be thick but spreadable. Returning to our dough that is now doubled in size, we're going to lightly flour our work surface and a rolling pin. Degas the dough, then roll it out to about 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick rectangular shape. I've lightly greased my gloved hands, and I'm going to spread out our filling evenly across our dough. It will get easier as you go along. You could also do this with a greased rubber spatula. I'm going to roll this up as tightly and evenly as I can, and I want some decently sized cinnamon rolls, so I'm going to slice them into about 1 inch to 1.5 inch portions. I have a parchment lined and greased pan. I'm going to bake the rolls closely together so they help each other rise. I did kick myself for not baking them in my larger cast iron skillet. They need about 1 inch space to cook more quickly and evenly, but they worked out just fine despite that. Cover them and let them rest for another 45 minutes. After their second rise, cover the rolls in a 1/2 cup of warm, heavy cream to keep them moist, and pop them in a 375-degree Fahrenheit oven. How long depends on the size of your rolls and pan. It can take anywhere from 25 to 45 minutes. You're looking for a 190-degree internal temperature. If they start to brown too quickly before being finished in the middle, cover them with tin foil. Ice them while they're still warm but not hot. Once they cool, they'll get that white, opaque, crackly frosting top that I love so much. I do think that these are best served warm. I'm sure everyone would agree with me. And they are sweet, they're fluffy, beautifully spiced, citrusy, and delicious.